The average side hustler makes over $800 a month, but the median? Just $200. That gap tells a story most finance channels won't show you. Where all that money is actually going, who's building wealth from side income, and why the most popular hustles might not be the most profitable ones. The side hustle used to be something you did on the side, a weekend thing, a little extra cash. But somewhere between 2020 and now, it became the economy itself. Today, 38% of working Americans have a side hustle. 72% depend on income from more than one source, and the entire gig economy is valued at $557 billion, projected to hit $1.8 trillion by 2032. This isn't a trend anymore. It's a structural shift in how Americans earn money. So let's break down the data. Let's start with who's actually doing this. According to Bankrate's 2025 survey of over 2,600 Americans, Gen Z leads the way. 34% have a side hustle. Millennials are close behind at 31%. Gen X sits at 23%, and baby boomers at 22%. But here's what makes this interesting. Back in 2020, only about 12% of side hustlers were putting in 15 or more hours a week. By 2021, that number jumped to 27%. These aren't casual gigs anymore. And the types of side hustles are shifting fast. Mobile car wash services saw a 276% spike in search interest year over year. Stock photography searches are up 151%. Crypto trading, 122%. The hustles growing fastest in search demand aren't the ones most people think of. Now let's talk about what everyone actually wants to know. How much are people making? This is where it gets complicated. The average monthly side hustle income is $885 according to Bankrate. LendingTree puts it even higher at $1,215. But the median, the number where half of people earn more and half earn less, is just $200. Think of it like this. If 9 people make $100 a month and one person makes $8,000, the average is $890. But the typical experience? It's $100. This doesn't mean side hustles aren't worth it. It means the distribution is heavily skewed, and understanding where you fall matters more than chasing the average. So why are people doing this? The answer has changed more than you'd expect. 35% of side hustlers use that income for regular living expenses, rent, groceries, bills. That's more than 1 in 3 people who need their side hustle just to get by. But here's the shift. 41% now use side hustle income for discretionary spending, not necessities, things they want but couldn't afford otherwise. That's actually the larger share. And then there's the financial independence angle. 28% put their side hustle income directly into savings, 20% use it to pay down debt, 29% believe they'll always need a side hustle just to make ends meet. What we're seeing is a split. For some, the side hustle is a lifeline. For others, it's a wealth accelerator. And for a growing number, it's somewhere in between. A permanent feature of their financial life that they've accepted isn't going away. Let's zoom out. 72% of Americans now rely on secondary income. That's not a side hustle statistic. That's a labor market statistic. The traditional model of one job, one paycheck, one career is fading. And the numbers suggest it's not coming back. The gig economy is growing at a 16% compound annual rate. By 2032, it will have tripled in size. For Gen Z, this is just how work works. They expect to retire at 54, a full 17 years before boomers' average retirement target of 71. Whether that's realistic depends entirely on how they build income streams now. The side hustle economy isn't really about side hustles anymore. It's about the future of work itself, and the data says that future is already here. So here's what the data tells us. 38% of Americans are side hustling. The market is worth over $500 billion and growing fast. Most people earn around $200 a month, not the $800 plus average that gets thrown around. And the reasons people hustle are splitting between survival and ambition. Whether you're in the 38% or not, understanding this shift matters. Because the side hustle economy isn't a phase, it's the new baseline. If this data changed how you think about side income, consider subscribing. We map out the numbers behind personal finance every week. No fluff, just data you can actually use. Hit the subscribe button and you'll never miss a breakdown.